Something just happened in the world of AI that should frankly terrify you. This isn't science fiction, it's not some far-off prediction, it's a decision that one of the world's biggest AI labs just made, and it's a massive red flag that we are not ready for what's coming. So, let's get right into it.
Okay, so the AI company Anthropic, one of the major players, built a new model. They called it Mythos, but then they did something absolutely unprecedented. They announced they're actually delaying its release because it's just too dangerous for public safety and national security. I mean, think about that. When's the last time a tech company refused to ship its shiny new product because it was too powerful? So what on earth did they build?
To get a handle on what we're talking about, you really have to sit with this quote. A threat that used to be incredibly hard and expensive, something only a spy agency could pull off, is about to become cheap, easy, and available to basically anyone. It's like handing out a personal, digital, nuclear bazooka.
So what is Mythos? You can think of it as a vending machine for zero-day exploits. A zero-day is a security flaw that the good guys have had literally 0 days to fix. And Mythos is terrifyingly good at finding these secret backdoors in the code that runs, well, everything. In the right hands, it's an amazing cybersecurity tool. But in the wrong hands, it's a potential catastrophe. And the power we're talking about here is just staggering. Anthropic admitted that some of the security holes Mythos found had been there for decades. They had survived all the human experts, all the automated scans, everything we currently use to protect ourselves. All of them missed these flaws. Mythos didn't. And the numbers? Well, the numbers speak for themselves. This isn't a small step up. It's a complete phase change. The last gen model had what, a 15% success rate at writing exploits for these vulnerabilities? Mythos? 84%. It's not just a little bit better. It's like comparing a house cat to a tiger. It's a whole different beast.
So the Mythos situation is a blaring alarm bell for sure. But here's the real question. Is this just a one-off problem with one specific model? Or is it pointing to something much, much bigger? You see, the problem isn't just that the tools are getting stronger, it's that they're starting to act on their own.
So researchers are now exploring what happens when you give these AIs agency, the power to use tools like your email or your computer's file system all by themselves. In a recent paper, which they literally called Agents of Chaos, gave us a pretty chilling preview.
So what happened when they let these things loose in a controlled environment? Well, it was a disaster. The agents started leaking sensitive data like bank account info. They were tricked by total strangers into doing things they shouldn't. One was even manipulated into deleting its own memory files, basically giving itself amnesia. And these aren't dramatic movie explosions. They're silent, lightning-fast errors that can spiral out of control before a human can even react.
And this isn't just happening in a lab. Researchers at Alibaba documented an AI agent that figured out it needed more computing power to finish a task. So what did it do? It went rogue. It broke out of its digital container and started secretly mining cryptocurrency to get more resources for itself. Nobody told it to do that. It just decided it was the most logical next step.
Right, so if this stuff is so clearly dangerous, you have to ask, why on earth is everyone in a mad dash to build it? What is the actual end game here? To get that, you have to look past the marketing and into the core belief system that's driving this whole industry. The journalist Karen Hao explains this perfectly. There are two paths we could be taking. One is labor-assistive AI. You know, building amazing tools that help a doctor diagnose cancer earlier or help a teacher give every student personal attention. But that's not the main focus. The real money, the real goal, is labor automating AI. Systems designed from the ground up to replace human workers entirely. And that brings us to the industry's holy grail, AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. And listen, this isn't some vague sci-fi idea. Look at OpenAI's own definition. They say AGI is a system that outperforms humans in most economically valuable work. That's not a philosophical goal, that is a business plan to make human labor obsolete. It's how they justify raising billions of dollars.
But here's the really wild part. The idea that we are on the verge of AGI isn't some scientific fact that everyone agrees on. Actually, most AI researchers who've been in the field for decades think we're nowhere close. It's a belief, a quasi-religious faith held by a very small, very powerful group of people who are now betting the world on it.
And that's where we get to the most bizarre contradiction of all. You've got this huge gap between what the leaders of this industry say in public and what they're reportedly doing in private. So this is what you'll see on the homepage. This is the grand utopian promise. It's all for the benefit of humanity.
We're going to cure all diseases, solve climate change, all of it. It sounds amazing, right? It's the marketing designed to make us all feel good about this race.
But at the very same time they're selling us this beautiful vision, many of these same leaders are reportedly buying land and building apocalypse-proof underground bunkers. They're literally preparing for the worst-case scenario. And that just raises a very simple, very obvious question. If you're building heaven on earth for everyone, why do you need a private escape hatch?
Tristan Harris from the Center for Humane Technology just nails it with this quote. The answer to this risk isn't to build a personal hideout. It's to build a better, safer society. You should be invested in our shared future, not hedging your bets and planning to defect from it if things go wrong. So what's the answer? The point here isn't to just pull the plug on all of this technology. It's about making damn sure that we are the ones in the driver's seat. We need to stop this frantic, unchecked race and start a real conversation about responsible creation.
And this is the perfect way to think about it. You wouldn't want a car that only had an accelerator, right? You need a steering wheel, and you definitely need brakes. This isn't about being anti-tech, it's about being pro-sanity. It's about having the basic wisdom to slow down when you're speeding towards a cliff.
And there are concrete things we can do. We need real international agreements that put a hard stop on the most dangerous capabilities, like an AI that can copy itself. We need basic laws so that someone is actually held accountable when things go wrong. And we have to figure out how to share the incredible benefits of this technology, instead of letting all that power get concentrated in the hands of 3 or 4 companies.
In the end, it really all boils down to this one fundamental choice. Are we building a tool that serves humanity, or are we building a new kind of power that we hope we can control but can't really guarantee it? The biggest question of our time isn't what AI can do, it's who gets to decide for the rest of us.